Hello citizens and welcome back. These are the player ratings for Fulham 1, Manchester City 2. City are top of the league, but it wasn't all plain sailing. So make sure to hit the like button, hit subscribe as well, and let's jump into it. First up, Ederson. Oh my word, Ederson today. I mean, he's supposed to be good with his feet. He's supposed to be the calming influence. I tell you what, he had a disaster today with his feet. Yes, he didn't really give the ball away too much, but I thought his passing was poor. I thought when he went long, he kicked out of play all the time. He held on the ball far too long. A couple of times he nearly got caught out. And his communication skills and his partnership with Dias today in the centre was diabolical. I don't think he could do anything about the save. But other than that, he had nothing else to do other than just look shaky at the back when we need him the most. I'm going to give him a 5, Ederson, today. I'm tempted to give him lower, but he's getting a 5. In front, Akanji on the left-hand side. Akanji was massive today for us. I think, again, like I said in my match reaction, I would have swapped him with Dias into the middle. Akanji was good. You know, he gets up and down the pitch really well, surprisingly, for centre-half. And like Stones, you know, he's a little bit versatile. And he was big today, Akanji. He really was. And I think without him in that left side defence, we would have struggled more today. I really, really do. And I'm going to give him an 8. Dias next to him. I think this was Diaz's worst game for us. I can't think of a time when Diaz has played worse. You know, I could let him off a little bit for the Fulham goal because Akanji's man cut across him, which made him check his run. But his passing was bad. You know, there's a couple of moments where City players were yelling at him to leave the ball and he was trying to head it or clear it. He runs into Ederson. You know, both to blame for that, of course. His passing was off. I just don't think he looked a solid defender today. Like I said, maybe he's tired, but he did not look that great today. And I'm going to give him a... Look, I think he was our worst player on the pitch. I do. I'm going to give him a 3. Stones next to him. Stones had a quiet one today, surprisingly. First half, he was pushed up midfield with Rodri when we were probably playing at our best. Second half, he dropped back into the back 4. And I think, again, he was needed because he was the one trying to win the headers. He was the one winning the second balls. And he made an unbelievable turn in that second half to get us on sort of counter-attack. Unbelievable turn. And I think when he gave it to Gundogan with a flick of his right foot. Solid performance, not as great as it was against Arsenal, but who was. I'm going to give him a 7. On the right hand side, Walker. Again, I think Walker's had a great game, and again, I think just as important as Akanji in this one. I think his pace helps us out a little bit. I think he was trying to win headers. You don't have to see Walker win headers, which is why I mentioned that. You know, he doesn't really jump for the ball. Big game from him, and just like Akanji, I'm going to give him an 8. Rodri, centre CDM. Rodri is probably the best defensive midfielder in the world. Well, he is the best defensive midfielder in the world. But today, again, him and Diaz and Ederson down our middle today were just... There were moments in that where it just looked desperate. Just desperate. And even though you can't think of anything really bad moment he did, he also didn't do anything he usually does. He wasn't that composed on the ball. He wasn't as strong. He wasn't winning his headers. He just looked all off it. And I've got to give him a 6. Ahead, Gundogan. Gundogan today, I think he did better when he got pushed up into De Bruyne's usual role when Alvarez went off the pitch. And he was good today, Gundogan. I think he was massively important, and I think he was one of the calming influences in that second half. You know, I'm going to give him a 7. Left-hand side, left-hand side, Grealish. He was bad today as well, Grealish. I'm tempted to give him a really low score as well, like Diaz. You know, first half, he should have taken a couple of chances. He should have at least scored 1 in that first half. Second half, he got a bit petulant. He was letting Fulham get to him. He's lucky he wasn't sent off. I'm going to give him a 4. In the middle, Alavarez. Unbelievable today, Alavarez. Man of the match for Sky, man of the match for me. He was so good, Alavarez. And his goal was world class. One of the goals of the season. I think him and Haaland today really carried that forward line. They were really, really solid. I'm giving him a 10. Why not? And on the right-hand side, Mahrez. I don't think he was as bad as Grealish, but he wasn't great in that second half. Like I said, no one was. But the thing is, Fulham were pressing us. And they beat our press better than we beat theirs. Like, our press today, we just let them do what they wanted with the ball at the back. And if they went direct more often, I think they would have caused us more problems. Mahrez should have been brought off sooner, but I think Grealish should have been brought off sooner as well. I'm going to give him a 5. Mahrez. Up front, Haaland, like Alvarez, I think he was a monster today. He needed to be as well. his hold-up play, his link-up play, everything was perfect today. He only got 1 goal. It is his 50th goal of the season. He didn't get an assist, but he was so important to us. And I think without him up front as a focal point in that second half, I don't think we would have won that game. I think he helped push us forward. And at the end of 10, 15 minutes, you saw how important he was when he was winning throw-ins and corners, free kicks. Massive for us today. 9 for him. That's it. That's the player ratings. Maybe I was harsh on some. Maybe I wasn't harsh enough on others. Who knows? But let me know in the comments who your man of the match is, how you would score everyone. And yeah, thanks for watching as always. Make sure to hit the like button, hit subscribe.